How you doing? Good afternoon. Good. Who wants to start today?
What's the
Mike. Tough.
what's the challenge that this Jets team presents, and how much different, if it's different at all, versus what you guys saw just a few weeks ago?
Yeah, it's a tough division opponent that we know pretty well, but it's a tough, grinded out game. They're well coached. They got some good players, good defense, playing well offensively. So it's a big test.
You guys get this game, the implications going forward would be a playoff bye. How important would that be for the Patriots to get that?
Yeah, I think just playing well this week's been the focus, and anything beyond that, we haven't even talked about, and for good reason. It's a I always say it's tough to win a game, and this is a tough one, and we got to focus on this 100%, which we have, and just be prepared to go out and play our best. And I think a good 60-minute game is still out there for us, and that's what we're working to do, and it's be a good time to do it.
Is there a level of, I guess frustration is not the right word because you're in a good position, but you haven't necessarily put together the full 60 that you want?
I think it's out there for us, and I think it's a great opportunity for us. So, been working and building and trying to get there, and it's been a lot of moving parts all year. It's just part of football season. It's like that for us, like that for everybody. But, competing for all 16 weeks is what it's all about. And we're at week 16, and we got to finish strong.
Tom, earlier this week you said on the radio that you plan on playing next year, which didn't really come as a shock to anybody, but you elaborated a little bit on that.
Yeah, I don't want to elaborate much. I mean, it's this week's the one that matters, and so we got to do take care of business this week.
Rob spoke yesterday about dealing with some of the different mental challenges that he's dealt with this year, whether it's coming back from injury or just being sort of up and down. He called it a roller coaster a few times just this year in general for him.
Yep.
How have you noticed him handle some of those challenges, and I guess have you tried to help him in any way in terms of dealing with some of that stuff?
Yeah, he handles it well, and I think for all of us, over the course of 16 weeks, it's not all going to be perfect. I mean, it very rarely goes, you just breeze through. It's a challenging, tough grind, and mentally, emotionally, you have to be in a good place. And Gronk's fought hard. He's been available a lot, and I think we're all looking forward to this week.
Is there a stat in terms of evaluating quarterback play you pay attention to more than any other?
Really, I'm not a big stat guy. I'm into wins.
Right. I was going to actually,
Wins is the one. I mean, that's what we're here for. So there's a lot of ways you can evaluate stats and so forth, and winning the game's what's most important.
Completion percentage ever been a big one for you?
I think just making the right plays with, I think your focus as a quarterback is just making the right play, whatever it's there. You could throw a ball away instead of taking a sack, and it looks like you have low completion percentage, but you're making a good play for the team. So I just have to make good plays for the team, and that part of it's just good, solid football and making good decisions, throwing to the guys who are open, and sometimes ending a drive at the punt is not a bad thing when you consider a lot of other factors. It's just that's part of football, making good decisions.
And one more quick one on that. Touchdown to interception ratio probably is a big one. If anyone means more to you, I would anticipate that would be a significant one, keeping the interceptions down and production plays up.
Yeah, I think, the ratio is not a big deal to me as the interceptions, because I think the turnovers are what hurt you. And if you turn the ball over, you're not giving yourself an opportunity to score. I mean, whether you throw it in from the one or hand it off on the one, touchdown's a touchdown. But, interceptions are tough to overcome if you're, giving the defense a lot of chances to score more points.
Were you at all frustrated with some of the criticism of the passing offense last week? Because it was more the day that the running game shined, 275 yards rushing, like you just said. If you're winning, if one thing's working, there's no need to do the other thing.
Yeah, and I just think when you look at it, you're trying to be, if you look at each play differently, and at the same time, they're all individual plays, and it just comes down to good execution. So if you throw it 5 times in a game, you'd love to have 5 well-executed pass plays. If you throw it 50 times, which we've done, you'd like to have 50 of those. And the games are going to take different shape and so forth. But, it really comes down to execution of the run game and the pass game and them complementing each other, so it makes it difficult to defend.
Ben Watson announced yesterday he's going to be retiring at the end of the season. What do you remember from playing with Ben, and are you kind of impressed that he's been able to be so productive for such a long time?
I mean, Ben's been a great friend for a long time and an incredible career. And, he's certainly be missed. He had a great impact on this team and every team he played for because of the person he is. And he's just a great man, great father, great husband, great player, great teammate. We'll always be in touch. So wish him nothing but the very best.
Tom,
Two final questions.
do you feel that playing in Foxborough at Gillette gives you or the team any kind of an edge?
I think if we play well, I think the crowd's into it. But I think the one positive I see from being here is, we practice in the elements all the time, and I think we're so used to playing in this climate with the ever-changing weather conditions that we have, and just understanding how it works in our stadium. And, I think those things end up being a benefit if we use them the right way. So, we love playing here. We've done a great job here. Communication's certainly better at home, which helps. But, going out and executing in whatever conditions, hopefully we handle them better than our opponents.
What are some of the unique challenges of facing a team that comes here under these circumstances and kind of has nothing to lose? They can throw anything and everything at you.
Yeah.
And you faced this sort of scenario before.
Yeah, definitely. And we're prepared for. We talked about all those things. We've prepared for all those things. We played this team a lot, and they defend us a little differently each time that they play us. They've got good players. They got a good scheme. They have a lot of defense. They have a lot of calls. They're well coached, and they kind of pick what they want to do. And I'm sure they'll be aggressive. And, we got to be able to counter that. And we ultimately, whether they're, playing more man than zone or blitzing or not blitzing or how they're blitzing or where they're blitzing from, we got to be, prepared for all of it. And, hopefully we are. So thank you guys. Have a good week.